Welcome back to Get Out the House Go Fish. Today we will be installing two upgrades to this Lightning kayak. The first will be an anchor trolley kit. The second upgrade, I'll be replacing the standard fins on the Freedom Drive with the Hobie St Fins. So just follow along and I'll show you just how easy it is to install these two mods on the Lightning kayak. Alright, so let's open up this anchor trolley kit, see what all is included. As you can see here, I do like the fact that they include rivets and screws, so it's your preference which one you would like to use. So after you decide which side you would like to install the anchor trolley kit, I like to get the pad eye and mark the spot where each one will be going. Make sure you're above the waterline on your kayak. How far front and back you place the pad eyes is your decision. Also note the angle that I'm placing them for installation. For my installation, I'm using the screws, not the rivets. I also highly suggest, whatever you choose to go with, use marine sealant. Now with the screws, I went back to the marks that I made and went in just a few threads. Next, add some marine sealant to the thread of the screw and start tightening down the pad eyes, and then wipe off any excess sealant. Next, take your snap link hook and attach it to the pulley and then to the pad eye. Now do this for each one. Now you're going to get the braided nylon trolley line and feed both ends through the pulleys on either side. Tie on your steel O-ring, making sure to make it tight enough so it doesn't drop to the ground. Now this you'll have to play with to get it to your liking. Not too tight, but not too loose. Now the Lightning Strike has this bungee paddle holder that basically I like to put the top part of the line into, and I'll pull the bungee up like a paddle is there, and then have the line. See, it's even got a groove molded in, so that line just really sits in there really nicely, and I can just reach down and just pull the line back and forth and adjust with the anchor as I'm sitting in the current. This Zigzag Cleat, I'm not going to install at this time. If later down the road I feel like I need it, I will install it, but you're going to install it just like the pad eyes. It's going to be really close to you where you're sitting, though. You can reach down and kind of tie it off if you feel like the anchor is not really holding and it's moving around too much. Okay, so that completes this part of the installation for the anchor trolley kit. See, we have some extra line here, and a good idea is if you don't have a leash for your Freedom Drive, definitely consider using this extra line to make yourself a leash for that drive. So that way, if you do go over and somehow that Freedom Drive comes loose, you will not lose it, and you won't have to replace it. So this is how I did mine. I'm just going to show you how I connected it here to the front, and then I tied a little slip knot up front to where I can attach it to where the hatch closes. So just an idea for you to think about. Okay, time for the next mod. It's going to be for the Hobie St Fins. We're going to be upgrading the Freedom Drive with these fins, and a pair of split ring pliers can make the job a little easier getting those little rings off. So you don't have to have them, but it just makes it a little easier sometimes to get those split rings off. And when you take that split ring off, you're going to have a pin that can fall out from the back, so be sure you catch that when it does fall. And there it is. And you want to keep that split ring and that pin together, so that fin will just slide right on off now. It's that easy. So I definitely suggest once you take the fin off, go ahead and put the pin back through and that split ring on, just to keep them together. with the old fin, because you're going to have a new split ring with the Hobie ST fin. Alright, so just take that split ring off and pop that pin out. As you can see, it is adjustable, so once you get the new fin on, the ST fin, you can basically adjust that up and down so it lines up where you want it to be, and then pop the pin in, put the split ring on, and go ahead and take the other fin off and put the new one on, and it should be good to go.
Whew. Goodness. All right. Do I think the ST fins are worth the buy? I think they are. So I think you're gonna gain a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of speed. Not compared to the ST, or not the ST, but the turbo fins. Turbo fins a little longer, but I'm not sure how big of a difference they're gonna make. I mean, I'd say do the ST fins.
Okay, that's it. I hope this video is pretty easy to follow along. Those fins are real easy to change out, and I think you'll be happy with these two upgrades. The one thing that I want to see on this kayak in the future is an upgraded rudder. I mean, right now the turning radius is not that great, so I'd love to see that happen. And remember, to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. And that's it, everyone. Till next time. GetOutTheHouseGoFish.